Breaking news, the Trudeau government finally has coughed up its data on the carbon tax. And guess what? It's no wonder they didn't want you to know. Are you sitting down? So in the year 2030, the carbon tax is going to cost the Canadian economy about $25 billion. That's only in the year 2030. That's not cumulative between now and the year 2030. This is an astonishing amount of money. It is a huge bite out of our economy, out of our GDP. Now, this just confirms what every common sense Canadian already knows, that the carbon tax costs them big time money. It costs 17 cents extra per liter for gasoline and 21 cents extra per liter for diesel. It costs 15 cents extra per cubic meter of natural gas. And what that means is every time you're filling up a family minivan, it's costing you around $13 extra. A light duty pickup truck, that's costing you around $20 extra. Now we're getting to the truckers who deliver pretty much everything we need to eat and use in Canada. That trucker is handing over around $200 extra just in the carbon tax to fill up their big rig truck with diesel. Now, when people try to say something like, oh, well, that's just the economic costs. Folks, what do you think the economy is? Filling up your vehicle with fuel. That's the economy. Farmers growing and producing the food that we need. That's the economy. Driving to the grocery store to buy your food. That's also the economy. So this data shows that the carbon tax is going to cost the Canadian economy about $25 billion just in the year 2030. And folks, this is so much financial pain for no environmental gain. We already know that Canada only produces around 1.5% of global emissions. We already know, according to the government's own data, that our emissions in Canada are going up anyway. That means that if Canada ceased to exist tomorrow, God forbid, it wouldn't make a dent in global emissions. And now, finally, the Trudeau government has had to fess up and tell Canadians how much the carbon tax is going to cost them. And that answer is, in the year 2030, $25 billion out of our economy. Folks, common sense Canadians know that the carbon tax makes life more expensive at every stage of the game. Farmers have to pay the carbon tax to heat their barns and dry their grain, right? So that adds to the cost of food. Truckers have to pay extra for diesel to ship the food everywhere. We have to pay extra to fill up our vehicles and to heat our homes. So now you've got this crazy layer cake effect of the carbon tax. Folks, this is costing us so much money. And now the government's own data shows the staggering toll. It is time to scrap the carbon tax.